So now we want to look at Poisson distribution. Now, what is a Poisson distribution? A Poisson distribution is also a discrete probability distribution that is used instead of a binomial distribution when n is large, p is small, and our np is less or equals to 5. Now, these are the conditions that we use Poisson. So you can see examples of Poisson. I've already told us that Baloney deals with experiment that has two outcomes. Binomial deals with experiment that has two outcomes, but the outcomes are the experiment is repeated. You understand? So binomial is a repeated Baloney. But Poisson now is used when our n is large. An example is when you look at road accidents in a year. You can see that road accident, at least you can have like thousands of accidents in Nigeria or even in a community. So our n is large. And when is our n large? When our n is above 30, n is large. So we use Poisson when we have values of n that are large. Examples is road accidents, then number of patients in the hospital ward, and so on and so forth. Those are the examples. Before we continue, let's look at the characteristics of Poisson distribution. And these are the 7 characteristics. 1, it is computed by the mass function p into x equals to, we call this thing lambda, raised to power x, e raised to power minus lambda all over x factorial. And I said, note, mean is called lambda or this particular thing. Are you with me? When we get to normal distribution, you get to know that this is called mean as well. We use this thing under normal distribution. So the two they can be used simultaneously. But this is used for Poisson, while this one is used for normal distribution. Okay, the second one is that it is written in shorthand or abbreviated as x distributed as PO. You can use PO, then we have this lambda in the bracket. Or you can say x distributed as P, we have lambda in the bracket. So you can use PO or P. And I believe you should remember the abbreviation for Baloney and for binomial. Don't forget those ones. Then it has a parameter of lambda that we have inside the bracket. Then 4, mean equals to E into S equals to lambda. Everything about Poisson is lambda, lambda, lambda. Then variance is given by this symbol, and variance is also what? Lambda. Then standard deviation equals to this and is what? Square root of lambda. Then lastly, coefficient of variation is given by this symbol and it is standard deviation all over mean times 100 over 1. Our coefficient of variation is always in percentage. Don't forget.